Welcome to the AHCA NCAL National Quality Award Program's Examiner Training Series. My name is Tim Case, your moderator for the series. Before we begin today's Examiner Training Conclusion session, let's take a look at the sequence of sessions in the series. At this point, you should have completed 4 prerequisite sessions: New Examiner Introduction and Orientation, Orientation to the Review Protocol, including its 2 embedded mini webinars, Feedback Writing, including its embedded webinar, and the SharePoint User Training session. The series ends with today's Examiner Training Conclusion session. The award program has long enjoyed a high degree of trust from the AHCA NCAL membership. This is due in part to the seriousness with which we take matters of examiner conduct. During this session, we'll look at 2 documents: the Examiner Conditions of Involvement and the Examiner Code of Ethical Standards. We'll begin with the Conditions of Involvement, which is located on page 17 of your manual. As conditions of involvement, examiners first commit to abide by the Examiner Code of Ethical Standards, the second document I just mentioned. We'll look at that in a minute. Secondly, examiners commit to honor applicant confidentiality. This includes, but is not limited to, not disclosing the identities of applicants to anyone at any time. We promise applicants that unless they receive the award to which they've applied, we will not disclose that they have applied. Honoring this promise requires that examiners don't reveal applicant identity to anyone outside their team. Also, do not disclose any information gained from applications. All information is considered highly confidential. Do not retain any copies of applications or comments after the review session. After you submit your feedback and scores, we ask that you delete all documents and records. Do not initiate personal contact with applicants assigned to your team. This includes revealing to an applicant that you have examined their application. This prohibition is permanent, even years after the examination. You will also commit to disclose potential conflicts of interest with applicants assigned to your team as follows: any applicant connected with your organization, any applicant connected to an organization you have worked for in the past, any applicant representing a direct local competitor of your organization, any applicant you have served as a consultant for in the past, and any applicant for which you have significant personal knowledge that may augment the application. This is not an all-inclusive list of potential conflicts of interest. In the event that you are unsure about a conflict, contact Courtney Cryer or myself for guidance. You are also committing to honor the time commitment required to serve as an examiner, including but not limited to participation in all required webinar-based examiner training sessions, like this one, participation in weekly conference calls with your examiner team members during the review period, completing the assigned work by your team leader during the review period, participating in the on-site review session, coming to the review session having read and developed the 6 key insights and from them the 2 feedback-ready comments for each item across each application, and also to work with your team to complete and submit feedback reports for all assigned applications before the end of the on-site review session. You are also confirming that you have the support of the leadership at your organization to serve as an examiner. A team member who drops out during the process imposes real hardship on his teammates. Make sure your employer is aware of the commitment, including travel dates, and that you have their informed support. Also, honor the confidentiality of the review process. Do not communicate award decisions to any applicant until the official award notifications have been made by National Quality Award Program staff. This includes to applicants within your organization. So, for examiners whose facilities have applied for an award, do not notify staff members of award decisions until the official award notifications have been made by Quality Award Program staff. Also, do not disclose the names of examiners assigned to an application. We protect your confidentiality as examiners. Sometimes applicants want to know who the examiners were who worked on their application. We never disclose that information. Do not disclose any discussions or comments made by examiners on applications, specifically or generally. You also commit to honoring the AHCA NCAL policies on use of the National Quality Award Program logo. This logo may only be used by AHCA NCAL, by AHCA NCAL state affiliate members promoting the program, or by recipients who include both the award level and the year received. By signing this document, you are agreeing to abide by the examiner conditions of involvement and the examiner code of ethical standards. You should have received a standalone copy of this document from AHCA. If you agree to abide by these standards, email a signed copy of this document to kreis@ahca.org. Now let's take a look at the Examiner Code of Ethical Standards, found on page 19 of your manual. As a member of the AHCA NCAL National Quality Award Board of Examiners, you pledge to uphold professional principles in the fulfillment of the responsibilities associated with this position, including promoting high standards of public service and ethical conduct. Board members shall conduct themselves professionally, with truth, accuracy, fairness, and responsibility. Board members shall not represent conflicting or competing interests, nor place themselves in such a position where the members' interests may be in conflict or appear to be in conflict with the purposes and administration of the award. Board members shall not offer confidential information or disclosures which may in any way influence the award integrity or process, currently or in the future. Board members shall not serve any private or special interest in fulfillment of the duties of a judge or examiner, therefore excluding by definition the examination of any company, division, or business unit of which he or she is employed or of which a consulting arrangement is in effect or anticipated. Board members shall not serve as an examiner of a primary competitor, customer, or supplier of any company, division, or business unit of which he or she is an employee, holds stock, or is involved in or anticipates a consulting arrangement. Board members shall not intentionally communicate false or misleading information which may compromise the integrity of the award process or decisions therein. Furthermore, it is pledged that as a member in good standing of the AHCA NCAL Quality Award Board of Examiners, each board member shall endeavor to aid the professional development and advancement of the AHCA NCAL National Quality Award, as it serves to stimulate healthcare organizations to improve quality and productivity through improved quality management. It should be very clear at this point that our examiners occupy a visible, vital, and highly accountable position, not only within the award program, but also within the long-term care profession. You are not only the key decision makers in our profession's premier recognition of quality, you are also standard bearers of professional integrity within long-term care. This concludes the Examiner Training Series. Your final step is to sign the Examiner Conditions of Involvement form that you've received via email and email it back to kreis@ahca.org. Thanks for your service to the long-term care profession, and welcome to the AHCA NCAL National Quality Award Board of Examiners. This concludes this session. Good day.